I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system. Bottom line, it gives you visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. It's everything you need all in one place. In fact, over 21,000 companies are using NetSuite right now, so you'll be in great company right alongside them. So let NetSuite show you how they'll benefit your business with a free product tour at netsuite.com/school. Hey everybody, JB here, the Wolf of Wall Street. Welcome to another awesome episode of Sales School, where either I give you a tip of the day or I call on another world-class expert in the field of sales, persuasion, or in this case, negotiation, because I have Mr. Chris Voss, FBI negotiator extraordinaire, famous guy, wrote the book How to Split the Difference. Chris, you're a legend.
Never split the difference. Not how to split the difference. Never split the difference.
Never split the difference. You see, never split the difference. I almost nailed it perfect, guys. I'm going to leave that bad edit in because that's what we do at Sales School, right? Chris, in terms of sales and negotiation, and what's that one thing, that one tip you can give in just 5 or 6 minutes here? We'll, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, we'll talk about it, that could really help people get better deals when they close or even when they buy. What's the one thing you would say?
Well, we got a technique called labels, which sounds like, and it's real simple, but learn to say to the other person, sounds like you have a reason for saying that. Now, they're going to start spilling their guts to you when you say that, because everybody has a reason for everything they've said, no matter what it is. Like somebody could say, I hate you. I hate your guts. I hate everything you stand for. Well, you want to know what the thinking is behind that. And if you look at them and say, sounds like you got a reason for saying that, bang, they're going to lay it all out. So label the moment to get more out of people so you can make a better deal.
So in a context, let's say, what's a good situation? Let's role play that real quick. So what's a good situation where you'll say something to me and then I'll say, and I'll play the guy that says, so you must have a reason behind that. What's like something that would lead me to say that?
A slight variation of that is somebody calls my company and the typical opening is, how's everything going today? And we'll say, sounds like it's something on your mind. And say it downward inflecting it with a smile, because there is something on their mind. Somebody says to you, how's it going today? They're actually trying to take your temperature to see how easy you are going to be to deal with. I want to know if you're having a bad day, having a good day. If it's a bad day, this is not going to go good. If it's a good day, you're going to be easy to deal with. And I got a lot of stuff on my mind. So I've just let you know that I'm ready to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I think there's one person in the world you don't want to use that strategy on. Your wife. Hey, honey, how you doing today? You sounds like, oh, yeah, you damn straight I got something on my mind.
You got to know when you're walking into a trap, right?
Right. You put yourself in, boom, walk into your own punch, right? Yeah, I got something on my mind. Let me tell you what's on my mind, right? So I could see, for example, if someone gives you, in a business, so I'm trying to think, because it makes sense what you're saying. So someone says, I think that based on what you said, that the price is a bit too high. Well, it sounds like you must have a reason for saying that. Like that is that you must have a valid reason for saying that. What is that reason?
Yeah, well, I need to know. Like if I ask you a question, like, all right, so what about the price doesn't work for you? Something of that effect. The unfortunate problem with questions is they trigger a certain amount of defensiveness all the time. And there are some people that and we actually did a poll on this recently, highly analytical type, because we contend that analytical types, which is about a third of the planet, they don't like to be asked questions at all. So, so the issue is, all right, so how do I deal with someone if I don't ask them questions? We threw this out in a chat recently. One person wrote back, who was an analyst. Yeah, I'm an analyst, and I don't have time to think up an answer that I'm not going to regret later, which means they want to think up the perfect answer before they open their mouth, which typically takes 36 hours. But if I pull information out of them another way that doesn't feel like a question, Now they don't think they have to answer perfectly, and they just start giving me data.
Got it. So give me an example of that. That's a powerful strategy. Can you give me a quick role play, like you play both sides for it?
Yeah. Well, again, like if you say, you guys' price is high, my question might be like, so what about the price you have a problem with? What's not included that would make it a better price? What would you like to see done differently? Any number of succession of questions, which you might go like, oh, well, if I tell you what's going to make this price better, that amounts to a commitment on my part. So I better be really careful about what I say. But I'm not, if you talk to me at all, you're more committed. Every word comes out of your mouth, you're more committed. So I just really need to get you talking to get you more involved and more vested, if you will. So instead of saying, what about the price doesn't work for you? If I simply say, sounds like you got a good reason for saying that. You're going to give me all those reasons and you're going to enjoy it, which means you're going to be more comfortable through the course of the process, which again, puts me ahead with every word that comes out of your mouth. I am ahead of the game.
So let me just get this straight here. So the actual pattern sounds like you have a valid reason for saying that, and then stopping there and then saying, would there be something that is not? So the idea is, rather than saying what else could I add in to make it worthwhile, like that's sort of the entrapping question that gets people to clam up. In other words, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Now I got to go dead silent. I gotta,
right. So
you're going to test me to see if I'm going to listen.
I agree with you. So funny. Like, so one of the most, from my perspective in sales, one of the most poisonous questions I say, the one question is, tell me what I haven't said so far that's going to make you want to buy this product. It's like the dumbest thing you could ever, like when I hear a salesman, what have I left out right now? Tell me what it is you need to hear right now to buy. It's like the freaking person's like, buy, like, nothing. Like, there's nothing you could say. It's like the dumbest question ever because it's combative, it's obvious, it's on the nose, and it makes people feel like if they give you information, they're committing. So I agree with you 1,000% on. And boom, that's an example of a great tip for sales school. So be careful with the questions you're asking. Also remember, there's always better ways to ask your questions to get the responses that you need. And with that, another awesome episode of Sales School. Thank you, Chris Voss. Check him out. He's got great stuff on blackswanltd.com. Check it out. He's the master of negotiation. He's got stuff for free and also some awesome stuff that you can buy that's more advanced. Start with the free stuff, but if you already read that, then move on. But he's the real deal. Chris Voss, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Jordan.